So hi there, I am Isaac J. Connor. I'm an actor based in New York City. I'm here with my good friend, director, composer friend who's got his own music career going. And we're gonna ask some questions, and his name is Martin Harich.
My name is Martin. I'm from Slovakia. I'm a musician, like full-time musician, and also I met this guy here in United States. Ask me some questions.
Yeah. But yeah, we met because of a new adaptation of a new musical production of A Christmas Carol, in which I'm going to be playing Scrooge. That's going to be at the Yorktown stage in Yorktown Heights up in the Westchester area. When did art enter your life?
That's a good question. Thank you very much. I think it was actually when I was born, on the day I was born, because my family, especially my father, was, and he still is, a musician. He played in a band. That kind of band, like nowadays, is, it was like a wedding party club band. Nowadays it's more like a DJ thing to do. Since I was born, I was surrounded with music, and especially very psychedelic music.
Okay.
I remember, I think I've got a video of me singing a song. I was 4 years. I was holding a pink microphone, and I was walking in our living room and singing some crazy Slovakian old song. And that's the first moment I appeared in my, I see in my head that was the first time I was actually creating some music. Some melodies.
So it was music initially was the art form that...
Yes, 100%. What was the first thing in your life you remember as you've done something creative?
Honestly, I've been doing performing since I was crawling, and I heard these stories all the time from my mom when she was alive. My Aunt Claudia still talks about it. I remember one of her favorite stories. I remember when you were 4 years old, we were in an elevator. We just went to a JCPenney's. You had to have cowboy boots and a belt buckle because you were visiting me in Texas. And we bought you that and a cowboy hat and a shirt because you wanted to be a cowboy. And we're in the elevator and you're 4 years old. And some cowboy got in the elevator with us. And you stood there and you're like, hey, you got cowboy boots? I got cowboy boots.
Cool.
I'd wait. You got a cowboy hat? I got a cowboy hat. So, the dressing up stuff was always in there as well. I was always creating costumes, my own Batman, my own Greatest American Hero, which most people aren't aware of. And also, my mom always loved to talk about how the creativity. I would create games because I was an only child until I was 10.
Okay. And
then, a year or two later, that board game that I was kind of making up on my own. Milton Bradley made it. So I forget what it's called. One of the ones where you're supposed to flip over these cards, and you're trying to remember which pictures match up.
In my language, it's called Texas. I said when I was 4, I remember, because I don't remember it probably clearly just from my memories, but my parents, they did a very good thing. We had an old video recorder, and I've got my childhood pretty much recorded on
nice.
The tapes. When I was younger, I used to watch it a lot, and it was there was no Instagram, no Facebook memories, no iPhone memories, nothing like that. So basically, this is how I found the connection with my younger me, and I found this video of me singing when I was 4, and that's one thing very interesting. You said that also this kind of memory was when it was 4.
Yeah, maybe that's a formative age.
Yeah. When was the first, your memory when you thought that this is very serious, that this is something I would love to do?
Well, I was really lost soul. I left home when I was 17. I did things that were performative, even though they weren't supposed to have been. So when I was overseeing, the restaurants at a golf resort and conference center, when I was managing weddings, there's a presentation you're giving to these people that are writing you enormous checks. In nonprofits, when I was doing nonprofits, I helped the building of a community radio station. Lots of public speaking. This is before I ever started acting. And so it was always there. the reason I got to the point where I knew I was going to do it professionally was that first show. I was in Sweeney Todd. I got cast as the Beatle, not even in my range, as you know. I'm not a tenor, and I'm a bari tenor at best, really just a high lyric baritone. And I blew my voice out. I was trying so hard to get these notes right every night. No one in the right mind really should have cast me in that role. But it was that first show. And I had been doing burlesque full time, as well as my computer programming, for 3 years. And I still didn't think of myself as an artist. It was just something I was doing. I was trying to help the community. And it was that first show, giving up burlesque, and I just went, oh my God, I'm 40 years old, and acting is what I've always been meant to do, the entire time. So yeah, it took me until 40.
I'm totally upside down in this, because I had a dream, and when I was, like, as I've told you, when I was 10 or 11, when I found myself at the crossroad that I want to actually write the songs and do music, and that music is something it was more than a job for me, like more than a, honestly, I really, when you're 11, probably you're not even thinking about living like money or this kind of stuff. You just want to do music. You just want to be there with that band, and singing those songs. When I was 15, I find myself in a telly show, and it was a Czechoslovakian Idol, like something like a superstar. So I finished there on a 4th place, and it was kind of a start of. It just made my life faster, like not 1 time, like not 3 times, but 10 times faster. And since that time I'm doing music, and also it was because of strong support from my family. Also, I was talking about my father, but I think it's more than just my father. There's actually a whole family who had to sacrifice a lot, because I really wanted to do it. So basically, I remember the first 3 years after the competition, we were doing like more than 100 gigs a year. This is what I'm enjoying now the most, and I consider music as a language, an icebreaker with building relationships with people, and it's just amazing thing to do. Of course, you need to be in a position that you actually can make money out of it. That's a very important thing. But I just realized that I don't need that huge shine around it.
One of the side effects of being someone that makes a living at this, acting, is that there's always the chance you might become famous. And whereas today's culture kind of celebrates that, that's the last thing that I want, because I see how people treat celebrities as though they're not actually people. I don't want that.
When you will consider yourself as successful, that people...
No. Honestly, I consider myself successful right now. Honestly, by my own measure. It's because I'm doing what I absolutely love and was always meant to do for a living. Every day. I wake up and I go to sleep doing what I love. And when I was computer programming, I could taste it. I could taste this world that I'm in right now with you. Yeah. I dreamt of it. And I was... For a while, I was doing both, and I got 0 sleep all the time. Now I get 0 sleep, but I'm spending all that energy doing what I love. If you could only live on one particular dessert type food, it has to be something in the realm of dessert, something sweet that's not really good for you. Only one. What would it be? And it's the only thing you could ever eat the rest of your life.
We're talking about the sweet stuff.
Yes.
Chocolate. Definitely.
Actually, now that you say that, I realize this is a stupid question.
Yes, of course. Yeah. It's a stupid question, Isaac.
You're absolutely right. And my next question is for me. Why would you ask something so easy? So, right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why would you ask something so easy, Isaac?
If all of a sudden music could no longer be a part of your life, what would you choose to devote yourself to?
Oh, I would love to fly the planes. Yeah, I would be a pilot probably. Yeah,
nice.
I'm not saying that I'm not going to be, because because I would love to be while I'm doing music.
Yeah.
When I'm flying to the United States, everyone is like asking me if I'm crazy, but I'm paying more money to take more planes to not fly direct. You know,
Mhm.
I hate direct flights. For example, I'm choosing my flight tickets based on type of the aircraft I want to fly.
Wow. This is
Yeah.
not normal.
Yeah, last time I really wanted to fly with a big aircraft. Only one Asian airline has it, and I think I was flying to New York through Qatar from Romania, so like that. I really wanted to ask you about your favorite food. I really wanted to do that.
If I didn't have old man metabolism, I would live on pizza. When I was younger, I did live on pizza.
Okay.
It's got everything you need. Or not everything you need. It's everything you want. My perfect meal would probably involve some kind of seafood, like Alaskan king crab legs or lobster. You know, on a regular basis though, I eat fish with vegetables because my mom was a vegetarian, so I crave vegetables all the time. I eat them like crazy. I mean, every day I'm eating broccoli and potatoes, or I'm varying that up and I'm having green bell peppers. You know, some vegetables are the majority of my food intake.
Okay. What do you think is the best place on earth?
Well, I have yet to travel the whole globe. I have felt called because of my social and political viewpoints. I have felt called to New Zealand, the Netherlands, Scandinavia, pretty much my whole life, and just the same mindset seems to be what's going on there. My favorite place I've ever been is Oakland, California. Oakland, California is in the Bay Area.
Wow.
It's representative of the actual world we live in. It's all the different cultures all mixed together, celebrating it, having block parties every week with the different smells of the different types of food from around the world, the different music from around the world. There's a whole university devoted to marijuana called Oaksterdam. There's a, for those of us who are into that thing. And then and also there's this friend of a friend has been doing this monthly variety show that used to be called Tourette's Without Regrets. And I forget what it's called now, but it's the same show. I think it's just like less offensive or something of a name. But it was a variety show before I ever got into producing. And he kind of showed me like, this is how big you can make a show. You can make it rap battles, burlesque, comedy. You can make it whatever you want. And that's what his shows are. That's in Oakland. Everything's in Oakland. My first flying lessons were in Oakland.
Never been there.
Oh, I strongly
I went to
recommend
California. I really like California.
Yeah.
I've never been to Oakland. Good. I'll put it on my bucket list. Thank you.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for doing this with me.
Bye. Yeah.
Bye.